NewsRme. IAEA's visit to Ukraine's nuclear reactor reveals dangers. The International Atomic Energy Agency's inspectors have been on many difficult missions, including investigating the radioactive fallout from the Fukushima tragedy in Japan and the politically fraught Iranian nuclear program. But sending them to Zaporizhzhia during the conflict in Ukraine raises the stakes and shows how far the organization is willing to go to prevent a nuclear catastrophe. The IAEA is not the only international organization that has had to send teams into Ukraine during active hostilities to try to restore peace and security around the country's nuclear power plants, investigate possible war crimes, and identify the dead during the 6-month conflict that Russia's invasion of its western neighbor sparked. Former IAEA head of verification and security Tariq Rauf said, "This is not the first time that an IAEA team has gone into a situation of armed hostilities." He cited the 2003 deployment of IAEA inspectors to Iraq and the 2008 deployment of inspectors to the former Soviet Republic of Georgia as examples. However, I believe this scenario in Zaporizhzhia is the most critical circumstance where the IAEA has put personnel in, so it's unusual. On Thursday, IAEA Director General Rafael Mariano Grossi led a team that visited the massive facility in southern Ukraine, where they underlined the hazards. When asked about his team's experience traveling through a conflict zone to reach the facility, he replied, "There were periods when a fire was visible, heavy machine guns, artillery, mortars at 2 or 3 times were pretty worrying, I would say, for all of us." After leaving his co-workers inside, he addressed the media and promised a continuous presence of agency specialists at the site. What this group is capable of, though, is still up in the air. In a phone conversation, Rauf said, "The IAEA cannot compel a government to comply or enforce nuclear safety and security requirements. According to the author, they can only advise, and then it is up to the state itself, in this case, the National Nuclear Regulator." The Russian capture of the Ukrainian power plant makes the situation much direr. Despite the continuing conflict, the IAEA is not the only foreign institution looking to establish a permanent presence in Ukraine. Amidst numerous claims of crimes, International Criminal Court prosecutor Karim Khan has visited Ukraine 3 times, established an office there, and sent investigators to the combat zone to collect evidence. The court has received assistance from specialized investigators dispatched by other national governments, notably the Netherlands.